Great, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. A vehicle electrification revolution is stirring across the world and in Alabama, which is one of the epicenters for US auto manufacturing. Our 5 major automotive OEMs are all trying to recruit skilled workers, while our unemployed and underemployed populations are eager to upskill. All that separates the two is a modest skill gap. That's where our proposal comes in. This DRIVE coalition, led by the University of Alabama, assembles nearly every heavy hitter and promising upstart in Alabama's nascent vehicle electrification industry. Our partners come from the public and private sectors, from education and industry, from research and practice, all with a shared mission to revitalize Alabama's rural and impoverished communities by providing free and low-cost technical training and creating well-paying jobs for our EV industry. Our 9 component projects promise to reach 27 counties in our underserved wider West Alabama region, including 23 persistent poverty counties and 12 coal-impacted communities. Our 4-year plan works toward the ultimate goal of impacting 50,000 job aspirants within the decade through training, credentialing, job creation, and company recruitment, as well as to build an enduring pathway to economic success for future generations. This project is a logical next step forward, as both government and industry have ramped up their investment in vehicle electrification and infrastructure. Let me give you an example. Mercedes-Benz, which is Alabama's largest OEM and is also located in our target region, is currently undertaking a $1.2 billion expansion in equipment and facilities to support its EV production efforts. And similarly, Hyundai is investing $7.4 billion globally to build EVs, and a substantial portion of this investment is also expected to go to its Montgomery, Alabama plant. This state level dovetails with the Biden administration's renewed national commitment to domestic manufacturing climate leadership, which, as you know, aims to position the US as the global leader of EV innovation with an ambitious target of 50% market share by 2030. Global supply chain disruptions brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic have strained the ability of automotive importers to meet demand. And furthermore, the climate and energy crisis loom, and gas-powered vehicles and their emissions bear considerable blame. In order for EVs to supplant gas-powered vehicles, we need to manufacture way more of them. But our OEMs are having trouble finding enough qualified job candidates. The DRIVE coalition came together to determine the cause and devise a solution. The solution comprises 9 component projects that make use of our every resource and partnership. The DRIVE coalition will serve as a regional leader, aligning the needs of each of our stakeholders with the resources of others. To this end, the TIDE 3, the Tuscaloosa Innovation District Electrification Expansion Efforts project, will construct a hub for EV and educational innovation, for thought leadership, policy and decision-making, as well as industry development and company recruitment. Another project focused on the coalition's governance convenes a research team to study our programs, impact and optimize their reach using expansion metrics. But our next 4 projects all tackle recruitment and training, with the goal of preparing people for high-skilled jobs in EV manufacturing. Each project takes a different approach to ensure that nobody slips through the cracks. The Pathways project supports our state's K-12 student body so that they needn't begin their careers at an educational disadvantage. The DTP project, Driving Talent Pathways, prepares high school student and community college students, as well as adult learners to earn job-ready credentials that are already available to them, while the SCIM project, Smart and Connected Rural Manufacturing, creates new credentials and technical training courses for the specific technologies that Alabama needs, using VR and AR. But people will need support while they're going through these programs. And once they've completed them and gained the necessary qualifications, they need a way to connect with employers. Our next project, the DAO, Driving Access and Opportunity, is to fund further development of 2 online projects to do just that. But our mission will never be complete while systemic barriers limit access to our programs. Therefore, our last 3 projects provide wraparound services to ensure equity. Since many people in rural communities are excluded from the workforce due to a lack of reliable transportation, we've developed a project called DRW, Drive, Ride, Walk, that creates new modes of transportation and bolsters existing ones. Without access to affordable childcare, rural parents are faced with an impossible choice: leave the children in unqualified hands or stay trapped in poverty. The CRU, the Child Care Response Unit, taps into auto manufacturers' resources to improve community-based childcare for their employees. And finally, because we've seen high cost of poverty, that is depression and anxiety, as well as drug and alcohol addiction, our last project, Vital, will launch a behavioral health program to address the mental health issues that prevent people from getting and retaining employment. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Drive. Thank you very much.